What is this flying whale? Is this woke? Will it be a good adaptation of the manga? Okay, first of all, it is not a manga adaptation. It is a book adaptation. So for those of you that haven't read it, let's take a look at the trailer to let you know what to expect. Don't worry, I won't be giving any spoilers. This video will probably get demonetized because of the soundtrack, but joke's on them. We don't make a dime on this channel, and they can't take money from you if you don't have any. Anyway, this is Deryn Sharp. She is the daughter of a deceased balloonist. Like her brother, she wants to join the Royal Air Service, which only allows men. So she pretends to be a boy and adopts the name Dylan. The trailer alludes to this by showing women's shoes that she no longer uses, a picture of her with longer hair, and a list of names she thought about. This We're gonna pause and figure out how to pronounce that. Okay, Google Translate says Konopishte, so that's what I'm going with. This castle is the Konopishte Castle, the home of Prince Alexander of Honenberg, a.k.a. Alek. He's a prince of Austria-Hungary. Keep in mind that this is an alternative historical fiction, and the story begins just before World War I. On the wardrobe, we can see Count Vogler. He is Alek's fencing instructor, and kneeling before Alek is Otto Klopp. He is Alek's mechanics and piloting tutor. There's a huge difference in the station between Klopp and Count Vogler, but both of them are fiercely loyal to Alek's father, Archduke Franz Ferdinand. Prince Alek is the product of a morganatic marriage, meaning that he has no right to inherit anything from his father. His very title of prince comes from his mother. Being the only son of the Archduke and having a weak claim to the throne makes his very existence a threat to the political stability of the Austro-Hungarian Empire. During this scene, Alek is awoken in the middle of the night under the pretext that he has to practice piloting, when in reality his parents were murdered in Serbia, and he has to flee his home and country. This is a Husley. It is a bioengineered creature made from following the principles of Darwinism. It feeds off insects and stores hydrogen within it, making it lighter than air. Under stress, it releases hydrogen, making it fall. But its body is so malleable that it can take an absurd amount of blunt damage. The same thing cannot be said about the pilot. This is a Cyclops Stormwalker. It is a bipedal walker, a tank with legs. This model is the smallest, designed to be as fast as possible for scouting and surprise assaults. This is the creature that gives the book series its name, S.M.S Leviathan. It is a Darwinist creature. In the story, the world is divided technologically between Darwinists and clankers. Darwinists bioengineer chimera to use as tools, while clankers build machines such as Stormwalkers, Zeppelins, and landships. I'm not going to do too much detail here because we're making another video to discuss the universe of Leviathan, but one thing that is important to mention is that the Leviathan is not simply a big flying whale. It has an entire ecosystem to produce hydrogen that keeps it in the air. These are Flechette Bats. They're used by the Darwinists for bombardment. In the books, they are fed fruit with metal rods, and they discharge the flechette through the other end. In this adaptation, they change how it works to give more dignity to these creatures, and those that they attack. Good on them for making these changes, but that won't stop me from mentioning it every time I see one of them. This is the S.M.S Herkules. It is one of the most advanced technological German war machines. It is a land ship, and pretty much like the Leviathan, it has complex logistics to how it is kept and how it fights. And we can see it attacking the walker that Alek is on. That is it for this trailer. Click all the buttons to help us out, and we hope to see you in the next one. These things are based off of the French word for dart, so I'm going to assume this word is Flechette Bats. And if I'm wrong, you'll tell me.